week 7. Today is October 20th, and it is my sister's birthday, okay? I am the oldest, then my sister, whose birthday is today, and then my younger sister, her birthday's in December. So my sister's birthday is today. She turned 40, and me, I'll be 42 tomorrow. Okay, anyhow. But, so we have a group that's going to be working on Envision, okay? And online, I'm going to have Carol and Mariana. You need to find this Envision book. Please show me the book. Please show me the book. Ariana, Carol, can you please show me your Envision book? Thank you, Carol. My friend Ariana, what's going on? Can you not hear me? Ariana. Ariana. Let's see if we can get her attention. Alrighty, so I have online right now Mia. Good morning. Good to see you. I need you to find your Envision book, Volume 1. Envision book, Volume 1, and you're going to be tearing out page 343 and 344. That's your homework. But we're going to be working out of page 340, 341, and 342. So if you're in my group that's going to be working on Envision, I need you to go ahead and start working at page 341. Okay? 341. You're working on 341. Now, Brandon, are you there?
Yeah.
Brandon and the rest of my friends, so you and you can go work over there. Go. Take your computer and you need headphones. You and you come and work here. Take your computer and you're going to need headphones. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so I can show you what the rest of you guys are going to do. So Brandon, once I show you what you need to do, you will no longer have to be on the call, because on the call, I'm going to be working out of Envision, and that's not what you will be working out of, okay? So on this call, I need Ariana, Carol, and Mia Sofia, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and display it. Now, for my group that's going to be working out of Think Up, and that's going to be Brandon, and Jesus, and Jayla, and Emily, and my friend Samantha, Sandra, Miranda, and Giselle. You guys are going to tear out page 185. You guys are going to tear out page 185 and 186, and that is going to be your homework. So if you are in any of those groups that I called, my friend Brandon and the rest of my friends, you're tearing out page 185 and 186, and that is your homework for tonight. Which means that if you are online, it is necessary that you show me a picture, proof of the work that you did. You got it? But if you're not in this group, you do not need to work on the Think Up. You will work on Envision, okay?
Miss Caraballo?
Yes.
What kind of book is it?
Can you turn on your camera? I don't know who's talking.
Show her this
Oh,
one. Or...
Yes, so it's volume 1. It has to, oh, sorry, wrong book. So you have 2 books, and one says volume 1, and the other one is volume 2. So you should have 2 of these books.
Los dos dicen volumen 2. Okay.
Okay, well, if you don't have the right book, then you can drop by the school at any point that you can, and you can pick up another book. If not, you could go ahead and take your notebook and you can follow along, okay? No puedo ver el número abajo porque está cubriendo el otro libro. Okay, so you can bring one of those books to the school, and I can switch it out for volume 1 if you want.
Okay.
Okay? But in the meantime, you can take out your math notebook, and then you can start working. I'm going to go ahead and display it. I'm going to change the camera so you can see the problem, okay? So my friends who are online, you are going to go into week 7. You're going to go into week 7. and you are going to watch the video lesson for week 7, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and display this for my friend Mia right now so she can get a head start and start working on problem number 1. So I'm going to read it for this group, and then I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for the rest. In 1 through 4, use the standard algorithm to find the products. So you're going to use the standard algorithm. You have these boxes here that'll help you put the numbers, and that's what you're going to be working on. Now, for the rest of my group, okay, which includes you, Brandon, let me go ahead and share my screen real quickly. All right, let me see here.
What kind of page?
Who's asking?
Mia.
Use your notebook, ma'am.
No, we found it.
Oh, you found it. Okay, we are
Yeah.
on page 341.
Ah, okay. I put 241. Okay.
341. So the page that you need to tear out is going to be 344 and 345. That's your homework. For some reason, this is acting up, so give me 1 second. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So for my friends so Brandon and the rest of my group, all eyes on me. All eyes on me. So where do we go when we first log in? If we missed our connection or we have Wi-Fi that's slow, where would we go? We log into Google. Let's just say together. We go into Google Classroom, and then we go where? Classwork. And after classwork, where do we go? Virtual classroom. We click on that, and then we go to week 7. Okay. So this week is week 7. We're starting a whole new grading period. Okay. So the grades for the six weeks are already in. If you didn't do good, you have an opportunity to start doing better. If you did great, you have an opportunity to do excellent. So we're going to build, we're going to grow from this. So if you didn't do that well, there's things that you should look at that you need to change, and we can talk about those things. But first things first, math is practice. You have to practice, okay? So we're going to look at the second. We go into the first slide, and you can see that I already added a video. But since I decided that with this group, I'm going to work on 2 different lessons, I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and I'm going to say, and part 2, because then when we're done with this video, then we're going to go ahead and upload it, and it's going to be there for you to be able to watch me, the beautiful teacher. Okay. Anyhow, so all right, so here we go. We're on the math agenda. You would go on the math agenda, you would click here, and then you go here. And then look, it says Monday, no school. You had no school yesterday. Wow, not excited at all. Then you go to Tuesday, and then you have to do your extra math. You have your math journal activity, which is extremely important. So that group, my English group, I mean, not my English group, but my group that's working on Think Up, you're going to work on that activity right now really quickly, okay? So go ahead, and you can start logging in. Once you're done with that activity, including you, Brandon, you're going to go ahead and work on this digital math lesson, and you're going to click on here and work on that. Once you are done, okay, working on that, you will move into the all eyes on me, please. You will move into the science agenda. Once you click on that, this will come up, and then you'll see here that you have a CBA review. You will have to do that today because on Wednesday, we're going to go over it so we can study. You have CBAs next week, all of next week. Monday is the only day that you do not have a CBA, but starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you will have a CBA to work on, okay? So it's necessary that you do this so that we can go over it, and that way I can teach you, reteach you those things that we might not understand or we might get better, okay? So again, if you are working on Think Up right now, you're going to transition to the math journal activity, and then you're going to move into the video lesson. Can I please have someone tell me what it is that you have to do if you're working in Think Up? Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you understand the instructions, please. Jesus, what do you have to do? Okay. Okay, perfect. So if anyone has a question, who are they going to ask? Jesus, right? Because I'm going to start working on a lesson with this group. So do I want to be interrupted while we're doing this? What are the 3 rules that we interrupt the teacher while she is recording? Yes, David. Yes. So if someone's bleeding, if there's a fire, or if someone's dying, right? And he said an active shooter. Yes, that's very important. Thank you. All right. So I want to know that my people online understand what we are doing. Please give me a thumbs up if you understand what we are doing. Thank you, Carol. Brandon, do we understand what we are doing, sir? All right, Brandon, you don't have to stay on the call. You can go ahead and work on that, or you can stay on the call and turn off the camera and work on what you need to. Mia, thank you. What about you, Ariana? Ariana, do you understand what you're doing? Okay, so I'm thinking that we're having some problems with her connection, so I'm going to go ahead and remove her, and then I'm going to add her again to make sure that I can see her. Okay, so let's invite her back. Please do not take it personal if I uninvite you. It's just easier so that it can refresh the conversation. Okay, so you guys get busy, and then we're working over here. So if you are in my group that's working on Envision right now, okay, I'm sharing my screen with you, and then I'm going to show you. So Ariana, do you understand what we are supposed to be doing, ma'am? Ariana, do we understand what we're supposed to be doing, ma'am? Okay, we're going to move on. So you come in here. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you a small video really quickly. What lesson does it say right there? We are working on lesson 6-5, 6-5, right? So I'm going to show you a small quick video, okay? So if you are in this group, David, can you move your table closer, please? And then you can switch your chair around. Okay, I'm going to go into Envision so I can show you a quick video for 6-5. Okay. So part of our objective today is that we're going to be multiplying by 2-digit numbers. Okay, so after this class, you should be able to know how to multiply 2-digit numbers if you know your multiplication tables. So let's go ahead and let's start with this video. All eyes on me. All right, we're looking up here.
How can we use multiplication to solve problems? Let's look at a problem to find out. A large garden has a walkway around it. What is the area of the walkway?
What is the area of the walkway? Do we know what area is? How we learned about it? Let's see.
We can multiply the length times the width to find the area of each rectangle. What are we actually finding when we multiply the length times the width to get the area? We are finding the number of square units that fit in the rectangle. We are multiplying the number of rows of square units times the number of square units in each row. To find the area of the walkway, first we need to find the area of the whole park. To find the area of the whole park, multiply 85 times 52. Find the first partial product. 85 85 times 2 equals 170. Find the second partial product. 85 times 50 equals 4,250. Write 4,250 to emphasize the place value. Combine the partial product. The area of the whole part is 4,420 square feet. Now let's find the area of the part that is not the walkway. To do that, find the area of the inside rectangle. We should multiply 65 times 32. Find the first partial product. 65 times 2 equals 130. Find the second partial product. 65 times 30 equals 1,950. Add the partial product. 130 plus 1,950 equals 2,080. The area that is not the walkway is 2,080 square feet. Subtract the smaller area from the larger area. Subtract 2,080 from 4,420. The area of the walkway is 2,340 square feet.
All right, this video, I don't find it too useful, but we're going to continue on, okay? So let's go ahead and let's just do this little practice right here together, okay? So if you are online, you can participate. All right, I'm going to make this smaller so that I can go ahead and see my friends. Actually, this is not what I want. All right, so here we go. So on this one, this is actually on your page. Let me see your book real quickly. So you're on page, on page 339, go to page 339. So turn to page 339. You will see where it says solve and share, okay? It says the sports club at Carmel School bought 24 grandstand tickets. The sports club at Carmel School bought the 24 grandstand tickets. The sports club at Valley School bought 34 infield tickets. Which group paid more? How much more? Solve this problem any way you want. So there's information that we need, obviously. Okay, so 24 grandstand tickets would cost us how much, guys? So 24, and we're going to multiply times 24, correct? So let's see. We're going to use the standard algorithm. So 4 times 4 is how much? It's going to be 16, right? Carry my 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. What do I do next that's completely necessary for me not to get confused and remember my tens place? Yes. To do what? Add a 0 right underneath the 6, okay? And then I'm going to mark out my ones place because I already multiplied. Now I'm going to multiply in my tens place. So 2 times 4 is how much? It's going to be 8, right? 8. Right? And then 2 times 2 is what? 4. Now what do I do with these numbers, David? Add them. So I'm going to add them, right? So 6 plus 0 is how much, guys? Huh? 6. Right? 6 plus 0 is 6. And how much is 9 plus 8? How much is 9 plus 8, guys? Huh? 17. Excellent. Then carry my 1. And then 1 plus 4 is 5. So I already know that the people that bought 24 tickets, correct? In the grandstand booth, it's $24. It's $24, and we multiplied that amount, and we got 576. Am I done with this problem, guys? How do I know I'm not done? Because now I have to multiply 34 infield tickets by the cost. So I need to know how much the infield tickets are. Let me look at my chart. My infield tickets cost $18. So I'm going to multiply the 34 times 18 so I can know what is the amount of money. So if I'm in class, should I just be looking around to see what's going on with life, thinking about the weekend and what I didn't do? Or should I be writing this stuff down? So what are you doing, sir? Are you writing the stuff down? 4 times 2? Is that 4 times 2? What is it? 4 times 8 is what? 4 times 8 is 32. Carry the 3. 8 times 3 is 24. Plus 3 is 27. What did we say was an important step that I had to do for me not to mess up and to remember the tens place? What did I have to do? Add a 0 so I can remember that I'm multiplying now in the tens place, okay? 1 times 4 is 4, correct? And 1 times 3 is 3. So now what do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add those numbers, correct? So 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 4 is how much? 11. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. So am I done with this problem, guys? Why? So first of all, it's asking me who paid more. And I know that Valley School paid more because they're right here. They paid $616. Okay. And Carmel School, what was the answer? Carmel was 576. But now it's asking me who paid how much more. So when you hear the word how much more, what do you think we have to do? What do we have to do? Subtract. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little text right here to write, just because I don't want to forget my numbers. So I have 612. Never mind, because this is not doing it. All right, so I'm not doing that. So I'm going to write right here my numbers. So we're doing 618. Okay. 600. Not doing it. All right, so I'm going to write down. So I have 612 minus 576, right? So since I know I have to subtract, I'm just going to do it right here. The rest. So while you're waiting there looking at me erase with this cool eraser, you're subtracting 612 minus 576. Got it? Okay. So it was 612 minus what? Minus what? Okay, minus 576. So now it asks me how much more. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and finish subtracting here, right? Nope. Not what I want. Okay. Can I subtract 2 minus 6? No, so I'm going to have to borrow right here. This becomes a 0, and this becomes a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. Can I take away 0 minus 7? No, so this becomes a 5. I had to borrow from here. I add a 1 here, and then 10 minus 7 is 3. So Valley spent $36 more than Carmel School. Got it? How many steps was that problem, guys? It was like 3 steps, right? Because you had to multiply, you had to do so many things, okay? Okay, guys. So what am I doing next? Huh? So I'm looking at the bottom of that page. Actually, yes. So we're done with that. I'm going to show you a small other video in the meantime, so you could see another example of the lesson, okay? Which will be the next page on 340. Now, okay? We're on page 340, and we're going to go ahead and start.
Jada, can you help me? Sure, what's going on? I have this problem I'm having trouble with. Let's hear it. An office building is 24 stories tall. That's tall. Yeah, anyway, each story has 32 windows that need washing. Woo! I wouldn't want to be that window washing. Yeah, how many windows need washing? A lot. That's not helpful. So you need to find the total number of windows. There are 32 windows on each floor and 24 floors. Multiply 24 times 32. Multiply to join equal groups. Standard algorithm for multiplying by 2-digit numbers is an extension of the algorithm for multiplying by 1-digit numbers. But remember to write a 0 in the ones place when multiplying by 10. First, multiply 24 by 2 ones. 2 ones times 4 ones equals 8 ones. And 2 ones times 2 tens equals 4 tens. Then you multiply 24 by 3 tens. 3 tens times 4 ones equals 12 tens. I put the 2 tens down with the 0 and regroup. 3 tens times 2 tens equals 600 plus the 1 regrouped hundred, 700. Then you add the partial products. 48 plus 720 equals 768. 768 windows need washing. Whew, I'm glad I'm not washing that building's windows. Actually, what's this? Hurry up, follow me. We have work to do. We have 768 windows to wash. What?
All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to page 341. 341, okay? If you are online and you have any questions, please, this is the time to ask, okay, before we begin this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing the screen so we can work on this together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change the view. We're actually working out of the book. So let me change the camera view. Alrighty, so we are working on this, okay? So it says, on 1 through 4, use the standard algorithm to find the products. On 1 through 4, use the standard algorithms to find the product. All right. Okay, so on number 1, so we're going to use the standard algorithm. What is 3 times 7, guys? So it is 21, close. I put my 1 here, carry my 2. Okay, 3 times 3 is what? 9. And 9 plus 2 is going to be 11. So I write my 1, 1, 1 right there, okay? What do I do next? What's important that we've talked about a couple of times? Put a 0 in the spot right here so I can remember that now I'm multiplying in the tens place, okay? Alrighty, so 8 times 7 is how much, guys? How much is 8 times 7? 8, this is multiplication. We're not adding, sir. 8 times 7 is going to be 56. So I write my 6 here and then carry my 5. 8 times 3 is what? 24, and 24 times 5 is 29. Will I be able to work this out if I don't know my multiplication tables? No, I sure can't. So what is my job? My job is to do what? To work those multiplication tables at home, okay? All right, next. 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 6 is 7, and 1 plus 9 is 10. Carry my 1, and then 1 plus 2 is 3, okay? Is it me or did it get cold in here? You think it's me? Nobody's cold? It's freezing. All right, let's work on number 2. Number 2, guys. Number 2. So 2 times 7 is 14. I carry my 1. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 1 is going to be 43. What do I put here? A 0. So we'll not get confused. Mark out my ones place, and then I'm going to multiply 1 times 2. That is 2. And 1 times 6, that is 6. Now I'm going to add my partial products. 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. Carry my 1, bring it down, and that's my answer. Let's look at number 3, okay? Number 3, 6 times 3, 18, carry my 1. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1. How much is that? 25. What do I have to do next? What do I have to do next? You say add, but what is it that I'm going to add? Add a 0. Let's finish that sentence. And then I'm going to mark out my ones place, and now I know that 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, carry my 1. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 1, 21. And now I get to add. 8 plus 0 is 8. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, bring down my 2. So 9 times 7, what is 9 times 7, guys? 9 times 7 is 63. Put my 3 here, carry my 6. 9 times 6 is 54, and 54 plus 6 is 60. Bring down my 0 to hold my ones place. 3 times 7, that's going to be 21. Check mark that because I already did that and added 2. 3 times 6 is 18, and 18 plus 2 is 20. And then I'm going to add 3, 1, 6, 2, and my answer is 2,613. All right, the next thing you're going to do is going to be number 5. It says number sense. What are the missing factors? So I have to know what number I could have multiplied times 7 to give me a 4 here. 7 times what number gives me a product that has a 4 at the end? I could say 7 times 2, right? So 7 times 2 would have been 14, carry the 1, and 2 times 4 would have been 8 plus 9. So that would have been definitely a 2. So what number times 7 will give me a product that has a 1 at the end? That would be 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2, that's 14. And that's my answer. Those are the missing factors. But here's the deal. If you're feeling confused or you don't know your multiplication tables, you're going to be very confused. So there's a video today in the Math Journal activity that you will need to do in order for you to start practicing your multiplication tables, which is called skip counting, all right? So if I skip count by 2 and I say 2, 4, what's going to be the next number? 6. The next one? the next one, 10, the next one, 12, the next one, 14, the next one, 20. All right, what about if I count by threes? By threes. 3, 6, 9, what else? 10, 11, 12, 12, 3 more, 13, 14, 15. So you have to count in your head, okay? All right, then 6. Explain, when you use the standard algorithm to multiply two-digit numbers, why does the second partial product end in 0? So if I were to write this number, why does the second partial product, which is this, the partial product are these numbers here, it says, why does it end in 0? Why does it end in 0? Why do we always put a 0 here? To multiply in the correct, what? Place value. Okay? Alrighty, so you have examples that you're going to be working on independently, and they are here, 7 through 18 on page 341. And then you're going to be working on page 342, okay? On page 342. So up to here, okay, is going to be the Envision lesson, okay? So you're going to be working now, doing that. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen once again so I can show you what you will be doing next, okay? After you're done with that. Because I'm going to start pulling groups to come to my small group table. So let's see. We have right here. All right, amigo, come on. All right, so when you go here, right, once you're done with these pages, actually, before you start working on these pages, on this page right here, the rest of the work, I want you to go right here into the math agenda, and you're going to start working on this math journal activity, okay? So actually, I'm going to go over it real quickly. If you were to go in here and you see math journal activity, you go into the English math journal, and I'm going to go over it with you really quickly, okay? But then it's your responsibility to make sure you finish it in your notebook, okay? Do we understand what we're doing? So this is week 7, okay? And this is called skip counting, right? So it says week 7, skip counting, right? So you have here 2, 4, 6, 8, and we said the next one is, and the next one is, and the next one is, and the next one is. All right, thank you. You're the only one awake. Gracias, Maria. Okay, the next one would be 3. So this is like the multiplication tables, except we're looking at it in a different way, which is skip counting, right? So we would say 3, say it with me, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. What would be next? After 24, what would be next? 27. You have to add 3. 25, 26, 27. Okay, let's go to number 4. Let's count together. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32.
Caraballo,
Yes,
I'm already done with it.
and you can't hear the review? All right, so what would be next? 36. Excellent. Okay, we're going to go here and we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What will be next? Excellent. The next one. 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. And what's next? Count in your head. What am I counting? 48 plus what? 48 plus what? Plus 6 more, right? So that would be 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. Okay? Let's go to 7. And what's next? What am I counting? 56 plus what? So count it. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. And so as you can see, you can continue on and on and on with these numbers. So it is your job to if you're not doing great, it's probably because you're not practicing your multiplication tables, okay? Once you are done with all this work, including the Envision, if you are online, you will need to send me a picture of this. Do we understand each other? If you are online, please give me thumbs up of what you need to do. That you understand what you need to do. Thank you, Carol. Okay, and then the next thing that you're going to do is going to be, you're going to go into, again, the Bitmoji classroom, right? And then you'll jump into the science agenda. You'll click on that and you'll go here. Then you will work on the CBA review, which is the test that we're going to have next week. You go here and you write your name, your user number that starts with a 2. And what's the password, guys? TES, which is short for Thornton Elementary School. Okay, so if you are online and you understand what you are doing, I will need you to give me a thumbs up because we are going to get ready here in a few minutes to go to recess, and we will not be back online until 12:12. Okay, so please give me thumbs up that you understand what you are doing. Thank you, Carol. You can come back to the chat at 12:12. Thank you, Mia. You can come back to the chat at 12:12. You have a good one. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop recording and then I will add